I'm telling you right now, if someone performed this for me, I'd be like, what the fuck? And here we go. So as per the usual, you want to start by taking the cards right out of the tuck case. I'm going to give them directly off to you. You can shuffle up the cards as much as you want. If you're an overhand shuffling pro, you can give the deck an overhand shuffle. If you're a riffle shuffling pro, you can give the deck a riffle shuffle. But of course, you gotta at least attempt the bridge. Otherwise, where's the fun in that? Now, this trick is Mystic, and it's Mystic because it involves the number 12. So I want you to go ahead and pick out any 12 cards that you want from the deck. So that's 4, 6, 8. Let's put one card here. 10, 11, and last one, let's put from here, 12, right? So you could have picked out any 12 cards that you wanted. You're gonna take all these cards here, and you're gonna give them a nice thorough shuffle as well. And then me, I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna turn away, do whatever, and you're gonna take any number of cards, make sure I don't know, make sure you don't know it, take any number of cards from this packet, and just put it in your pocket or put it off to the side, and you're left with just this. So however many cards remain, you can shuffle them up, don't count how many there are, and just take a look at the bottom card once you're done shuffling and memorize it, right? As soon as that's done, we put it right on top of the deck, and neither of us know anything aside from you know what your card is. I just know your card is located somewhere between numbers 1 through 11, right? Because you took some cards out, or took one card out. So, all that being done, I think that's probably as fair as we can possibly be. What I want you to do, again, this has been pretty much in your control the entire time since we pulled the cards out. What I want you to do is deal the cards into 2 rows of 6 cards each. So you deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're gonna deal another row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, all right? You have dealt 2 rows of 6 cards, and honestly, we don't really need the rest of the deck. Maybe I'll just leave it off to the side for now, just to make some room. Okay. Now, one of these has to be your card. So I want you to just take a random guess. Which one do you think is your card? Just, of course, feel free. Any card that you want. This one. Okay. Okay, I guess that was a decent choice. You picked one card, and here's what I'm gonna do. I think that card tells me quite a lot. I'm gonna square everything else up. Right, I'm gonna square all these cards up. That card tells me quite a lot. This card has, first of all, I'll get rid of these cards. First of all, this card has told me what number of cards you had in your pocket. So if you pull those cards out, I'm gonna say the number of cards you had in your pocket was 5, right? Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That itself, I think, is insanely impressive, given the fact that I was not looking, my eyes were closed, hiding in a ditch somewhere. That's insane. Let's take it one step further. Because you touched this card, I was able to get the sense that this card was, the card again that you selected, was the 4 of hearts. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. When I first read about this card trick, I'm like, no way, how? But then after reading about it a bit more, I'm like, well, duh, it just took a second to click. So the background on this effect, it's known as the Mystic 12 by Audley Walsh. Something you can instantly do to fool that magician you hate so much in your life. Nah, I'm just kidding, but don't hate magicians though. So before we dive right into the tutorial, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and get ready to fool everyone you know. Now grab your favorite deck, and let's do it. So here we are at the tutorial. As far as I go in ranking this trick, I would say this is a high-level beginner or a low-level intermediate type effect. What I love about it is that there's no setup needed, and it is truly a magician fooler. So that being said, let's get started. And I'll admit it right now in front of all my 1 cameras, I cheated just a little bit in my performance, small amount. Real quick, I just gotta say the Canasupas Alpha Lux playing cards have funded over $10,000, which is insane. Did I make money, you might ask? No, total loss is like $2,000. But still, I'll be announcing a $500 magic contest on my YouTube channel as soon as the decks have been produced and shipped. So keep your eyes open to win big. And if you're still interested in the Canasupas Alpha Lux cards, I'll have them available on my website for pre-order at a discounted price. Link in description. To start the trick, you want to hand the deck off to the spectator and truly allow them to shuffle up the cards as much as they'd like. One of the things I love about this trick, as soon as they're done doing that, the cards are still in their hands. Have them pick out any 12 cards. So that's 3, that's 6, that's 9, and that is 12. And the reason you're going to say behind this is 12, the number 12 has mystic powers, and you'll see how that works throughout the effect. As soon as they have these 12 cards selected, they're going to go ahead and give them a shuffle. What's amazing is that so much of this trick happens right in the spectator's hand, and there's almost nothing that you do that seems suspicious, and that's why I think this is truly a magician fooler. So as they're shuffling up these cards, this is shady moment number 1. You're going to take the rest of the deck, and you want to get a crimp in the top card. So what a crimp is, some kind of marking on the card by means of a bend. so that you can identify what the card is. And that crimped card is going to be used as a key card. So a few easy ways to crimp. If you have larger hands, I'm holding the deck in my left hand. If you have larger hands, you can go to the top right hand corner here and pinch it between your thumb and your middle finger to get a crimp. Or if you're just kind of starting off, what you can do is, as they're shuffling this up, again, use that as misdirection. You're going to push the card off a little bit here, and using your index finger and thumb, create a crimp just like this very quickly. So you can see where that is right here. So all this is done under, of course, the misdirection of this packet being shuffled. Right, so after this has been shuffled, you're going to either have your eyes closed or turn around or something, and have them take out any number of cards from this packet. Make sure they don't know, and of course you won't know. So let's just say in our case they take out 5, and you'll see how the math works later on. They take out these 5 cards and they put them in their pocket. If they have sweaty pockets, nah, you don't know. You check their pockets first with your hands and then disregard all that. So for now they take out 5 cards, but really they wouldn't know how many cards and you wouldn't know how many cards. We'll put them on off to the side for now. And then they're going to continue shuffling the cards in their hand. As soon as they're satisfied with that, they're going to take a look at and memorize the bottom card. Let's make it more fun. We'll take the Adam West Batman, Ace of Spades, and that's going to be their selected card. Now, since you have the crimped card on top of the deck here, you're going to ask the spectator to just take the rest of these cards, put them right on top of the deck. No one actually ever notices the crimped card, which is incredible, right? But you do know that their card is now located right above your crimped card. You don't know what it is, you don't know what position it's in, but you know that that's the location of the card. And once you turn back around, right, they say they're done with all that, you turn back around, you kind of want to recap the entire effect, because that's really going to build a lot of suspense, and you want to kind of keep, you really want to overlook some of the small details. So you're just going to recap, you shuffled up the cards, you picked the 12 cards, you shuffled those up, removed some number of cards, put them back on top of the deck. I was not even looking. So this is truly as random as possible. And this is why I think it's a great Magician Fooler. So these cards are here. You ask the spectator now, again, to take the deck, emphasizing the fact that it's in their hands that all this is happening, and deal off 2 rows of 6 cards each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as the cards are being dealt, you're looking out for your crimped card. So it's 6, 7, 8. There's your crimped card. 9, 10, 11, 12. They've dealt all these cards off. I'll put these off to the side for now. But they've dealt off all these cards. You know your crimped card is right here. Now, the card directly to the left of that card, so in this case, since that's a crimped card, this will be the selected card. The card directly to the left of that card is going to be their selected card. So this is, right there, the Adam West Ace of Spades. Now, if the crimped card was here, then their selection would be over here, right? So it would loop around to the other row. As soon as this is done, you ask the spectator to go ahead and pick any one of these cards. And after they pick a card, you say, I think what you pick just did was help me in identifying how many cards are in your packet. And the way that you identify the number of cards in your packet is you're going to count from when you see the crimped card. You're going to count that as 1, and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until all the cards have been dealt out. So you've counted the crimped card plus 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you immediately know there are 5 cards in this packet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I told you right at the beginning. So there are 5 cards in that packet. That's something you know, you've locked in your brain. Now, the card that they selected, if they select this card, by the way, you're golden, right? You don't have to do anything. Pick all these cards up, reveal the number 5, and reveal this card. But if they pick another card, let's just say that they decided to pick this one. You're going to shift this one out, collect up the rest of the cards, but as you're collecting, you want to make sure this is the top card that's collected. So once this card has been selected, you're going to explain, as you're picking up the cards, that this card gave you a signal on how many cards are in their packet, right? So you've just picked up all their cards, their selected card is on top. You can even take the rest of the deck, where is it? You can take the rest of the deck and put it underneath this packet, and you pick up this card, you say, this card has helped me identify the number of cards in your hand. As you're doing this, you want to grab a pinky break right underneath the top card here. Now you can either just push off the card like this, pull back, or you can do a pinky count, my personal favorite, just boom, count pinky, 1 card goes up. One more time. Boom, 1 card goes up. I have a full tutorial on it. I found it to be the most impossible move until I actually practiced it this way. So I'll put the link on the screen if you want to learn how to do the pinky count. But that card's there. You take their selected card and put it right on top. And then you say, take the cards out of your pocket or take the cards out of the box or wherever they're located. And then have them, before they start counting, say the card you picked helped me signify the number 5, right? And that's the mystic power of 12. That's why I was able to identify it. So they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That itself right there, already very impressive. But you say I'll take it a step further. What was the card you selected? They say ace of spades. Now you have a break under the top 2 cards. All you're going to do is a double lift and show the reveal of the ace of spades. And in terms of cleanup, just turn this back around, give the deck a cut, put this here, and no one is the wiser. Now that was a Magician Fooler for the ages. If you want to check out another card trick that fooled me so bad, click on this video right over here, because if I saw it again, I'd still probably be fooled. As always, a huge shout out to all my Patreon producers, and thank you, love you, see you soon.